Hi, I'm Mr. Frog. For a while now, I've been heavily interested in the Ultimate Iron Man game mode. With this in mind, I wanted to set myself a new challenge. Using standard UIM rules, I want to acquire one of the coolest pets in the game, the Olmlet. But there's a catch. In addition to these rules, I will also not be allowed to leave the island of Zeah. This means I will have to obtain all of my gear, stats, and supplies in the local areas. Can it be done? Welcome to Overzealous. We have arrived in Zeah. Not by the best circumstances though, the boat is ruined. Looks like we're going to be here a while without a penny to our name. I can try asking Veus to take me somewhere, but right now it looks like he's refusing. Seeing as we're stranded here, let's find a way to make ourselves useful. So, all roleplay aside for the moment, I want to preface this series by saying I haven't done all that much research into it. This means that there are going to be a load of times where things go wrong, but that's all part of the journey. For the time being, we're looking to obtain either a bronze or an iron axe, and I'm checking the general stores, as they usually contain some niche items, which may come useful. So we're going to have a quick look in here. These, I'm guessing, have been sold by other people, but they do sell spades. I can get that from a farming shop anyway, but just wanted to check in here. No axes, though. With this in mind, I want to explain that I'm actually fairly newbie when it comes to Zeah, most particularly the Chambers of Xeric. This is one of the main reasons why I chose to make this series. I want to embark on a new journey where I can learn more about the game in a fun way. This also means that you guys can chip in and help me when I get stuck. As always, you know I appreciate all the comments that you guys give me. In addition, I will also be opening up this CC, Overzealous, and yes, it's intentionally spelled incorrectly, but I will post the CC on screen in case you can't read this here. Should any of you feel like chilling in the CC and are not afraid of spoilers, you're always welcome. This clip is currently being recorded on the 9th of March, so this should let you know roughly how in advance this video is being produced. The reason that I pre-record is that I'm sure along this journey I will have some really large grinds that will take more than a week to complete, and I want to be able to remain a consistent schedule where I can upload every Tuesday. So with this in mind, I'm pre-recording some of the clips so that I can maintain that schedule. I know that this has been a long ramble, but there is one last thing I wanted to mention. I will be allowed off the island for two reasons. Number one, to complete Druidic Ritual. Herblore is a huge piece of content where I feel like if I didn't unlock it, the content missed out on would not be worth it to maintain the authenticity of the account. I will, however, require myself to obtain all of the required items within Zeah. Number two, insuring pets. If for any reason I get a pet during this series, I may choose to insure it. This would be even more likely if I did not yet have 37 construction, which would be required for a menagerie. I'm not willing to lose a pet just for authenticity of the account. I already lost a Rocky in the other series, I'm not doing it again. So let's see what they have in here. So they said a lot of runes in the Arceus general store, it's really handy. And we can have Eye of Newts, which would be great for Herblore, and Vials of Water, that's really good for the Herblore grind. But nothing to help me right now, so we're going to head over to Shazian, or actually I think Lovakenge is closer, so we're going to make our way over to Lovakenge and see what they sell in this store here. And in case you're wondering, yes, I'm aware that I don't have any money right now, but I want to find out as much as I can in the shops, so that when I do have some money, I know where it's good to spend it. So we're going to smack on run, because I completely forgot that I actually have a run button, albeit because on Zeah I can barely train the agility skill, I probably won't be doing that much running. But let's head over to the Lovakenge general store and see what they have here. So they sell balls of wool, they sell them in most general stores. A pickaxe, that could be good. 50,000 pots, I assume this is for dynamite. Probably won't ever be needing that as an ultimate, but nothing majorly useful here. So we're going to head over to the last general store, which I think is Shazian over here, and we'll see what they have. So one main thing I was concerned about when I first started this series is that a lot of the shops may require part of the favour. I'm not 100% sure what actually requires favour other than something like Tithe Farm, but it seems like the general stores aren't affected by this, which is great because I wouldn't be able to use them otherwise. Let's see, this is the general store here, and what does this one have? Oh wow, this one sells a bronze axe. That is perfect. How much is that? Oh, it's only 20 coins. That's not bad at all. And someone is currently dumping stuff in here, apparently. I don't see them, but anyway. They also sell field rations. They are expensive. I think they heal 10? Not 100% sure about that, but hey. But the axe is perfect, so I need 20 coins. So I think what I'm going to probably do is go back to the docks and try and pickpocket some men to get the 20 coins required for the axe and also an extra coin for the tinderbox. And considering men give 3 coins at a time, this just means I need 7 successful pickpockets. So we're back at the port. We're going to try and pickpocket this man 7 times. We've got to hope that we don't fail too many times because I don't actually have any access to food right now. I would have to just literally stand here and re-heal, but I only need 5 more pickpockets to get the items that I want, and I should be able to do it. We shall see. So I was just about to get the last pickpocket and then I got hit. I was going to say that I only got hit once, but apparently this guy wants to change that. But there is the 7 pickpockets. That should be 21 coins. Beautiful. So now we can head over to the Shazian General Store and we can buy a bronze axe and a tinderbox and get started on one of the first grinds. That's going to be 50 fire making. The first thing I want to unlock is Wintertod because, as many of you may know, oh, there's a highwayman here, gotta be careful of that. As many of you may know, doing Wintertod with 10 HP is much more efficient than after you train your HP. So I want to try and do a bunch of Wintertod early game while my HP is low, as it'll be easy to sustain. Alright, 21 coins in the pocket. Let's grab the items we wanted. Where is the shop owner? Jennifer is over here, so let's grab a bronze axe and the 1 coin for the tinderbox. So now we're going to equip this, we've got plenty of space. So now we're going to begin the grind for 50 fire making. So I just did a little thing about getting 50 fire making, and apparently I wasn't recording properly, so that's that. But yeah, so we did get 50 fire making. We have 46 woodcutting alongside it. Obviously you get slightly more fire making XP than you do woodcutting XP, but that's not a big deal. During the grind we did manage to get a uncut emerald. Unfortunately it's uncut, which is actually worth less to an Iron Man, because trying to sell it to a shop, there is a gem shop over here, and I'm pretty sure they only buy cut gems, which is a pain because I can't cut it, so it's not going to be worth much. I'll probably just end up dropping it in a general store. Also, we did get a book of knowledge. Here you go. I'd have to cut it to sell it here because they won't buy it. Oh. As you can see, I also got a book of knowledge, and I'm going to hold on to this for a bit, because I want to go and complete the Client of Karen quest, as this will give me 2 XP lamps for 500 XP each, and we will be putting this on Slayer. As you may know, I can't really train Slayer in Zeah. I will be able to get a Slayer task from Konar once I hit 75 combat. However, there's a good chance that she'll give me a task that I can't complete within the region, as she is very specific on where you kill the monster. Obviously that's her whole gimmick. So there's a good chance I won't actually be able to train Slayer normally, and there's a lot of benefits to Slayer. There's the whole catacombs where there's a bunch of Slayer monsters, and then of course there is the Karun dungeon. I'm not quite sure how you're supposed to say that. So yeah, there's all of that stuff, and eventually I want to use the Dark Relics from raids on Slayer, and depending on how long this series goes on for, it could potentially mean getting a whip. It's not likely, as this will take, I don't know, like a couple of thousand raids probably, especially as I'm going to be doing really poor at the beginning anyway, but that's the plan. So yeah. So we're just heading over here to Veos, and we're going to start up the Client of Karen quest. Right, so we've got the enchanted scroll. All we need to do now is go and get a feather, and I believe I can go and buy this in the Piscarilius fishing shop. So we're going to go and pickpocket some coins off of a man over here, and we're going to head up there and grab ourselves a feather and get on with this quest. Apparently this man doesn't want to give me free coins. I've failed pickpocketing 4 times in a row now, actually 5 times in a row now. So we're just going to keep doing this. Apparently he just doesn't want to give me the money. There we go, on the 7th try he finally gave me the money. There's 3 coins, that should be enough to buy a feather. So let's head up to the fishing shop and grab the feather. So here's hoping that 3 coins is enough to buy a feather from this shop. Oh. Okay, so it appears like they don't sell feathers here. I'm going to quickly do some research to see where I can get some feathers from, and I'll be right back. Right, so it turns out that the only shop within Zeah that sells feathers is in the Warrens, and to get there I actually have to start the Queen of Thieves quest, which requires Client of Karen. So I can't get there right now. However, there is apparently a feather spawn in one of the houses in Hosidius, so we're going to head down there now and see if I can obtain one from there. I will say, having to walk everywhere in the future is really going to annoy me. It's bothering me now, and I haven't had to walk too much anyway, but apparently inside this house we can get a feather upstairs, so we're just going to have a look up here and see if that is right. And there is the feather, so we're going to quickly grab the... Oh. Wait, can I not actually grab it from here? No? I mean, I'm assuming you can't grab it through the wall, but I'm going to try anyway. So you're telling me I need telekinetic grab to grab a feather? Right, so apparently we can't get that feather right now, but there is apparently one more place that in Zeah that I can actually get a feather from, and that is in the Kebos Lowlands. So we're going to have to run all the way across Zeah just to get a feather. I never thought it would be so difficult to get such a newbie item. So someone mentioned to me before that you can actually use this boat to take a quick shortcut across the other side. I have no idea how, but I'm going to try. Don't want to end up where the lizardmen are, so I'm going to quickly check the map. I'm assuming this is Battlefront and this is Mulch. If I go here, will I have to run straight through lizardmen? I think I will. I think I'm just going to go to the Battlefront because I don't want to risk it. So we're going to head up to here, and this should be, yeah, it's a little shortcut. So now we're going to run around and head over towards where the farming guild is. Never mind, I didn't realise this actually put you right in the middle of the battlefield. I probably should have assumed that by the name Battlefront. But as you can see, this is what I was talking about before. I am fairly newbie when it comes to Zeah, so you're going to see a lot of silly mistakes like this. I can only apologise in advance. But we're going to use the boat and try and go to Mulch and see if we can sneak past this way. I mean, I've been here to get the Zarek's Talisman on the level 3, but I didn't really go too far around, so I don't know quite where the lizardmen go to. I really don't want to die here, but we'll see how it goes. So it seems like that route was actually fairly safe. I didn't pass any lizardmen. To think that I was going to go straight through the Battlefront, I kind of feel like an idiot now, but you know, you live and you learn. So apparently in this house up here there's a feather spawn, so we're going to have a quick look around here. I mean, yes, I could kill chickens, but I didn't actually think about that. That's probably the most obvious thing to do. But apparently there is a feather spawn in here. There are dots on the minimap, but I can't see it. There's a knife, there's a pot, there's a bucket. What about upstairs? We're going to have a quick check upstairs. So upstairs in this house there are quite a few items actually. Another pot. Oh, we got needle. Thread. Grey toy horsey. Interesting. Pot of flour. I mean, this could be useful in the future actually. Even if I'm not going to use it right now. These could be fairly useful, especially the fact that I could just take from barrel flour. I'm assuming that's an infinite flour source, which is really nice. So the feathers are actually in the chicken pen. I don't know why I didn't think of doing this before, but now we can use the feather on here and get the quill. The reason I didn't want to kill a chicken for this is because I'm trying to avoid training combat as much as possible until I've done Wintertodt. Obviously for the reason of the fact that I don't want to get HP XP. So we're going to try and stay away from HP XP for now. But we got the feather, so we're going to head over and get this quest done. Right, so let's get started with this quest. And that's that one done. Lovikench, Arceus, Piscarilius, and that is Hosidius done. So let's go back to Veos and we can finish this part of the quest. Right, now we're at the point where we've got to walk up to the Arceus Dark Altar and use the orb. So we're going to quickly head up there and I'm going to cut the clip and we'll be back once I've done that bit. Right, that's that done. Now let's head back to Veos and finish this quest. And that's Client of Karen completed. So we got the 2 lamps that we were aiming for. Let's get out of this. I'm going to destroy the certificate for now because I can get it back later. And I'm probably going to use it on Piscarilius, but I'm not going to use it just yet. And I need the invent space, so we're going to do that. Same thing we did on the level 3, but I will be getting this back at some point. The Caress Memoirs, same deal. I'm going to destroy this because I need the invent space at the moment. And then we're going to use these 2 lamps on Slayer. This should get me a 9 Slayer. Oh, there's 5. And let's go again. That should put it to 9. There we go, 9 Slayer. And now we have 154. This will nearly get us to 10, I think. So if we use this on Slayer as well. 135. So we basically just need 1 lamp or book and we will have 10 Slayer. And this is quite important because it actually allows me to use a face mask, which is required to basically get Lovikench favor, as I will need to mine sulfur, and it's the only face protection I can actually get. So 1 more Slayer level and I will be able to get Lovikench favor. So let's run away from this mugger because he's trying to attack me. So the next thing that we're going to try and do is train a thieving, and the main reason for this is because I will want to complete the Queen of Thieves quest, and also I do need some money. I need 1,000 coins, but obviously I don't have any food at the moment. So what we're going to try and do is pickpocket men or women until level 5. Oh, there's level 2. And then we are going to head over to the cake stall and we'll do the cake stall for a while. Maybe get 20 and then try and use silk. Obviously I can't bank the silk, but I think 1 invent of silk will do me for the time being. So we've hit level 4, but as you can see I'm on 1 HP, so I'm going to have to wait for my health to regen because I don't actually have any food. I'm sure there's a way I could get some food, but seeing as I only want to get 60 more XP, I'm just going to wait to reheal, and then we're going to move over to the cake store. This is going to be 5 thieving. So we finally got this unlocked and can now steal from cake stalls. So we're going to head over to the centre of Korand and we're going to steal some cakes over there until 20 thieving. And this is going to be the last steal for 20 thieving. This now allows us to steal from the silk stall, which I'm going to be using to make the first bit of money on the account. So before we go ahead with thieving silk, I just wanted to quickly head over to this general store in Shazian and there we go. See how much we can get for this emerald. I don't think I'll get much at all. 20 coins, to be honest, probably wasn't even worth doing the run down here. We're also going to drop the tinderbox for an extra silk, so I can so I can steal 27 silk from the stall. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to log off for the night, and then when I log on tomorrow, I'll be able to sell the silk back for 60 coins each. So I'll have a nice chunk of money to start off the account. And there's the last fee for the day. That's given us 27 silk, which I'll be able to sell for about 1.6k, and that'll be a good start for the account. Right, so here we are in the next day. Obviously for you guys it's literally just a couple of seconds, but we're going to try and talk to this guy. Oh, apparently you have to be logged in for 20 minutes. I did not realise this. I always thought it was just 20 minutes real time. Apparently it's 20 minutes in game time, so I'm going to go ahead and see what else I can do for the next 20 minutes while I wait for this timer to cool down. So I decided that rather than trying to find something else to do, I would do some IRL stuff while leaving myself logged in. So we've been here for over half an hour now, and I should be able to sell this for 60 coins each. If I ask for 120 and then say 60, and that's going to give me 1.7k, and this is going to be spent on, well, 700 of it is going to be spent on runes, and the other 1000 is going to be spent on buying a house. So I've headed over to the only estate agent in Zeah, and we are going to buy a house from here. And the main reason why I wanted to buy a house now is because when you do Wintertod, you can only get construction XP if you own a house. Now obviously I can't actually go to my house because it's in Rimington, and I am not allowed to leave Zeah intentionally by any means. So this also includes dying, by the way. If I am to die, and I don't mean to, then that's just how it is. There's nothing that can be done about that. However, if I die and I'm using it for a death storage, that is not allowed. I cannot use death storages on this account because then I would be intentionally leaving the island. Now, lastly, there is one more thing we need to do before we can get started with Wintertod, and that is what the rest of these coins are for. And I mentioned a moment ago that I'm going to use them to buy runes. I'm not actually going to train magic, but I do need to complete Druidic Ritual as one of my exceptions on the account. And this is because I want to solo Wintertod, and you can't actually make the healing potions unless you've completed Druidic Ritual. So we need to get that done. I could go to an official world and do it as part of a team, and I wouldn't need the quest, but I would much rather solo Wintertod. I'm a much bigger fan of that. So we're going to try and get some runes so we can get the 4 meats required for the quest. So we've grabbed 50 casts of Windstrike and a wizard hat for good measure. The door just slammed in my face. That's lovely. We're going to hope that 50 casts should be enough to get all 4 meats. I'm sure it will be. So we're going to put the hat on, and we're going to try and get these meats now. So I've decided that the first meat we want to get is the bear meat. I want to start with the hardest first so we can get a kind of gauge on how many runes we're going to need. I know that there are bears over here, and there's actually even a bear cub, which should be even easier to kill. I know this because when I was doing woodcutting I got attacked by them a couple of times. So we're going to try and kill this one. I'm not sure how far the roam range is. Maybe I can get him stuck on a rock or something. He doesn't go this far apparently, so I might just have to attack him and run back. Does have a lot of HP. I don't want to get too much HP XP, but I do have to complete this quest, so there's not really any other way around it. Unless I was to grind to like 23 magic, not 23 magic, is it 23? No, 7, what am I talking about? Oh, let's not die here. Unless I wanted to grind up for recoils and try and do that, but that's not really worth the time, to be honest. There's 2 magic. Sorry, this has been a bit of a scuff clip, but we'll see how this goes. And that should be the kill. There we go. That's the bear cub killed. I've stuck 177 XP into the HP level, so we shouldn't get that. But that's the bear meat obtained. Now we're going to head over and try and get the rat meat. I do want to quickly add that that actually did use nearly half of the cast that I had, so I'm probably going to head back to Arceus and buy a few more runes. Bearing in mind this is the hardest one to kill. I shouldn't need that many more runes. I think I'm going to go for about 30, and that should cover it for all the runes that I need. If necessary, I can always punch a chicken to death. It's not too big of a deal. So I just went over to Land's End because this is where I'm going to kill the chicken and the giant rat, and I actually completed an easy task in the diary. I've done a little bit of research, and I can actually only do the easy Korend and Kebos diaries. Can't do anything above that because the medium requires fairy rings, and obviously I can't do fairy rings. So we're going to run past these bears here, and there should be some chickens here and a few rats further up, so I can get all of them here. And then I'm going to head over to Overzeahlous where there is a cow pen. And that's the giant rat killed with 4 magic on the dot. We're going to grab the rat meat, and it's just 2 more to go. There is the chicken killed. And here we have the last thing we need to kill is a cow. I've only got 15 casts left, so I'm going to kill the calf and hopefully can kill it without running out of casts. If not, I should be able to just whack it to death with the axe that I have. This shouldn't be too bad. How many have we got left? But 10 casts left, so we'll see how this goes. Right, so that's the calf killed. I've got 7 calves left, which is perfect. So we're going to take the raw beef now, and we've got the 4 meats that we need for Druidic Ritual. I'm going to drop those runes because I don't need them anymore. And let's go ahead and complete one of the only exceptions of leaving the island on this account. So I decided that before I quickly went and head off and did Druidic Ritual, I'm just going to steal some cakes or bread or whatever I can get from here, just to make sure I don't die during the quest. I shouldn't need too much, but I'm going to grab like 3 pieces, and then we can head off and complete this one and only exception, not including insuring pets, but obviously that's a maybe. This is the only definite reason I will ever have to leave Zeah. So here we go. Off to Burthorpe. Right, there's Druidic Ritual done, Herblore skill unlocked, that should put me to level 3, and let's get back to Zeah before I feel any dirtier than I already do. Right, here we are back in Zeah. This is all the requirements for Wintertod completed. I don't need these cakes or this chocolate slice anymore, and now we can just prepare for Wintertod. I know these episodes are going to be a little bit shorter than the level 3 episodes. That is because I wanted to try a different style of editing with this series. So if you guys could give me some feedback on this first episode and let me know what you think of it. I really do appreciate the feedback. It can help me to tailor the videos to something that you guys can enjoy and I can enjoy making. So with all that said, we're going to end this off here, and I'll see you in the next episode when we can get cracking on some Wintertod.